in the midst of a room with all these photos of celebrities, but these are impersonators. You found these people in conventions all over the place, and there's so many layers that are going on. Why these people want to look like these people, and how much they resemble. Let's start with this Michael Jackson. Who is this person, and why do they want to look like Michael Jackson?
Well, this guy's name is Cy. I think on a certain level, this guy was obviously a talented singer, dancer. He could perform like Michael Jackson, the moonwalk, you name it, sing. So I think in his case, there's sort of an interest in being an entertainer. Maybe he couldn't achieve the stature of Michael Jackson on his own, but he has this ability to engage an audience.
And was this a natural, or did he get, I mean, is he getting augmentation to his face and nose surgery and that kind of stuff?
I can't say for sure. I didn't discuss that with him. I mean, you can judge for yourself. I mean, his nose may have been worked on, but there's a lot of makeup on this guy's face. In fact, his face is actually silver. If you saw it in color. But he's just a ton of contouring. His face is almost drawn on, but he does also have quite an uncanny resemblance.
You know, I look at, then I look at, and you tell me this actual person, the impersonator, has also passed away.
Yeah, he passed away shortly after I photographed him, probably 3 or 4 years ago. And what's interesting with the Michael Jackson impersonator is that his career as an impersonator will sort of follow the career as the celebrity as well. So when Michael Jackson's being investigated on child molestation charges, this guy isn't going to get any work as an impersonator.
Ah, right, because who wants to be, photographed with Michael and talk to
Yeah, so and at these conventions, you start to see the Michael Jackson impersonators kind of tail off. There aren't as many showing up. Now, I can almost guarantee that there are probably more Michael Jackson impersonators because he was very popular after dying.
I look at a person like Willie Nelson, how close that resemblance is. What's your attraction to these people? I mean, what besides the fact that, these people look really much like the celebrity, what is it about these people that you find so fascinating?
Well, initially when I started doing this project, it was based on the idea of the sort of proliferation of celebrity interest, in news, seeing pages dedicated to celebrity news where in place of real news. Quote unquote real news. So it kind of, for me, it was almost like, well, what would compel a person to do this?
Because they're going to lose their own identity. I mean, this guy, Willie Nelson guy, he's now said, I'm in. I'm going to be the Willie Nelson lookalike guy. For what? For the fame? For the what is that? What's the draw?
Well, they can actually make a decent living doing this. Some of these people are paid quite well to do it.
To be fake.
Yeah, they show up. They go to conventions. They charity events. These kind of things. They're out. They do meet and greets. And I've heard stories of a Paris Hilton impersonator going to a bar for 15 minutes, sitting down having a drink and leaving, and everyone in the bar goes, "Is Paris Hilton just here?"
Right.
Gives the bar some kind of cred.
Brian, there's going to give an amazing shot of an impersonator for Johnny Depp. Let's go take a look at that.
Okay, sure.
Brian, this picture here of Johnny Depp, I mean, if I ran into this guy, I would not know the difference in a heart. I mean, this is amazing, but there's a bizarre story with this character. Tell me about him.
Yeah, his name is Danny, and he shares Johnny Depp's birthday. They were born on the same day.
Same age?
Same day, same age, yeah. And his name is Danny, and of course he's doing Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp also has a brother named Danny.
That is so bizarre. I mean, have these guys ever met? Do you know? Have you ever talked to these impersonators where they have interacted with the real celebrity?
Some of them have met the people they impersonate, and some of them actually, I think, at a certain level work for that person, like doing stand-in work or something for an actor.
Like what is you need to appear at this event. Can you just go walk around?
Can you be me? Yeah.
Get out. Yeah. That is so bizarre.
Yeah.
I mean, again, look at the Madonna one. It stuns me on how down to the detail and the teeth, everything. It seems these people have captured that look.
Well, this girl spends several $1,000s a year on costumes. I mean, if Madonna does a new tour, she will go out and she'll study every costume Madonna wore on stage, and then she'll pick the ones that she likes, and she'll have them made.
Wow.
Right down to the
this is commitment. This is a life job. This is a job. This is a full-time job.
She earns a very good living doing
so
it.
Besides, I guess I'm going back to this one issue that stuns me. Besides the issue of, yes, they can make money, it's you get some sense of fame. There's a bizarre I don't know, there's a bizarre study in humanity in this group of people that are willing to lose their own identity just to be part of that cult of the celebrity.
It's not as, for me, it's not as freakish as you might, for lack of a better word, as you might think. It's these people are in no way obsessed fans. They're more opportunistic. I mean, you know, I'm sure he was told many times that he looks like Johnny Depp. You know, I mean, a lot of these people were told by people that, hey, you look like so-and-so, you look like so-and-so. And then they discover that there's this industry, and they discover that they can actually make some money doing this. But yeah, it's a little, for me, I mean, for me, it's a little odd, a little sad that maybe these people have kind of cut themselves off a little bit and have gone into assuming this other character, which is a bit bizarre. I mean, a lot of these people are very talented. Like I said, they sing and they dance and they can perform, they play instruments, but in their defense, they can perform to a very appreciative crowd as Elvis.
Right, and get away with it because they look so much like these people.
Yeah, whereas, you know, Elvis impersonator Bob is in his basement trying to write songs, get a gig at the Legion or something, you know, but he can actually go and he can play to an appreciative audience and sing songs that are tried and true.
Very interesting. Brian, have you ever come across someone who looks just like you? And you were like, I want to take a picture of you and do a shot of me and this impersonator. Someone impersonating.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, actually. No. I was at, it was funny, I was at a convention, and the Roseanne Barr impersonator came up to me and said, oh my God, you look like my brother-in-law. You look exactly like my brother-in-law. I got to take your picture. And I'm going, okay.
What? Well, the camera's been turned on the photographer.
It was getting a little strange, but yeah, no, it's. I think everybody has a look-alike.
Separated at birth. Brian, your work is really interesting. You've done a great job of capturing the connection between these impersonators and the real people. But also, I think for me, more fascinating is your work asks deep questions about what it is to be the cult of a celebrity and why we're so fascinated with that work. Thanks so much, Brian. Really interesting chatting with you.
Thanks a lot.
More P3 right after the break.